Hi everyone, this is CherryEnchantress, and this is a flip-through review of Threads of Fate, the Odyssey Oracle, which has a very nice similar coloring to the Empyrean Tarot, and it looks like it would be a lovely companion deck. And just by the way, all these decks come with these great, nice, huge bags. Just want to let you see the wonderful bags they come with, but they're also amazing, sturdy boxes. And I like them because they have this magnetic, side flappy thing. So let's look at the Odyssey Oracle. It's a beautiful book in here. And as usual, the book is a little bit bigger and the cards a little bit smaller, which is a good thing. The cards have this lovely black edging, and look at that backing. Isn't that amazing? So that's really cool. Let's look a little bit at the back of the box. It's a hero's journey, and it's 44 cards, and it's full color, black matte edges. Very neat. Very neat. I can't wait to take a look. This is my first time looking at it too. All right. Yes. Okay. So let's get a little look at the book first. I'm going to go ahead and take this off. All right, the Odyssey Oracle. Isn't that beautiful embossing? Very lovely. And there's my girls, Blair and Britt. They're so sweet. If you're a tarot reader yourself, just reach out to them. They're very easy to work with. They like to share their beautiful gifts. That's their way of spreading the information, the knowledge of their decks of Threads of Fate. It's very popular, and so much of the reason why it's popular is because regular people like us share them. And they also have great ads on Instagram. I don't know if you've noticed those, but anyway, these are really nice definitions, and then they kind of go into a little more detail each one. I like the fact that they're also poets. They like to write, so it's not just a beautiful image deck, but it's also beautifully written as well. Very vibrant, strong energy. Well, I'm going to be excited to see how they work. And if you want to see how it works, how this Oracle deck resonates with you, you can come out tonight to my live at 8 o'clock Central Time. And there you go. Very simple, straightforward. A little bit of information about them in the beginning, and an index, and a little explanation of the hero's journey. It's a call to adventure, and the hero is presented with challenges. And generally, it's like coming out of comfort zone, right? And so that is the point of this amazing Odyssey deck. You got and that's it. And then it goes straight into the meanings of all of the cards. So let's go ahead and take a look. Here we go. So this beautiful matte edge, I love that. They're still, well, kind of sticky, not too sticky because of the edge. Then we have Halcon, Thorn. To find out meanings of any of these, you can come to my live and see what card you get. I'll do a little collective shuffle after this flip through. Void. It's a little, it feels embossed. Shimmer. Fracture. And log, as in log log something into a journal. Let's see what log is about. And they're okay, not in alphabetical order. Is it in a number order? Oh yes, 007, 007. Log. Oh, fog. Okay, I'm so sorry. Fog. The I don't know. Okay, so it wasn't zooming in correctly, but that makes sense. Fog. Okay. Let's just keep going. Borealis. Invitation. Shards. Threshold. Ascent. But that little mistake we made was good to know that the numbers are right there, kind of in the side. I like that. Kindred. Friction. Pretty. All right. Unearth. Artifice. Seeds. Inheritance. Sever. Passage. Avowal. Avowal. Let's see what that one means. Okay. All right, so avowal, as far as I feel, it has something to do with a promise. Let's see. Upright, it is an opportunity, realization, source from within, and reverse, lacking awareness, need for digging deeper. So it says, we've tasted the truth of ourselves in the moments of triumph, where we can feel our power surge. We know that this is who we are. Our work is in remembering, of continually guiding ourselves back here, without the word world telling us yes, without any kind words of or affirmation. We must know, even in defeat, this truth becoming iron, immovable, even in the strongest of storms. So it is a realization and a promise. And let's just talk about the art a little bit, because that's my favorite thing to talk about. So while the trees are, of course, connected to one another, they do carry the energy of empowered sovereignty, of standing on their own, of swaying in the wind and moving with life around them. They are rooted into the earth while expanding outward. A vowel carries this energy of sourcing from within and standing strong in oneself. Very nice. All right, let's see when we have phantasm, undoing, siren, dogma. It's a good word, and I hardly ever see this. I hear it expressed a lot in cards, but not actually the actual word dogma in cards. Herald. Grasp. Galt. Galt. What's galt? I want to know what's galt. So what number is this? This is 28. Galt. Galt is doubt or fear, okay? You see the cavalry on the horizon, those dark riders coming for you, their voices curling around your thoughts, suffocating the light, voices that sound so much like your own, and they send us spiraling down, convincing us that there's no way we can get over that mountain. They wear their disguise, don't they? And they wear it well, but they have no home here, not within you. So it's on a reverse, it could be fixation. Let's see what the art says. So with Galt, I wanted to create a heavy feeling of really being locked into an old pattern and feeling defeated. We are pressing up against it and believing we won't really get anywhere. The stickiness is contagious and builds upon itself. So I wanted the hand to be overwhelmed and covered in this metallic stickiness. All right, I think that Yes, very well shown here. All right, let's keep going. We have hollow and labyrinth. That's a different kind of labyrinth, huh? Wings. Hey, that's me with my wings. Dark matter. Oh, pretty. Resigned. Starless sky. Astra. Glimpse. Untethered. Iron. Cave. Lark. Dagger. And boundless, number 42, the answer. That's neat. Return. And initiation. It's like, that's really beautiful. And unlike a lot of images, the hands sometimes look funny, like when they're drawn, but these are really beautiful looking hands that are in here. I mean, no offense to hand drawers, because it's the hardest thing to draw on the body, I believe, but it looks really cool when it's done like that. So I really like this deck. It's very, very intense and beautiful. And so let me give it a good shuffle and see what we get collectively. And it shuffles really nice. It only feels slightly sticky, but it's not very sticky at all. It feels actually kind of sturdy, good, easy to grip because of that, the matte edge. All right, and shuffling like this, they shuffle separately. The film is smooth without being slippery. It's a little clump, a little bit, not too much. Not too much. Pretty nice for shuffling. I would say the closest to compare this. Oh, look what we got. As far as shuffling is concerned, would be the Halloween Oracle. I don't know why, I just felt it similar. So you have grasp. Here is our message for today. Grasp, which is number 27. And it's funny, when I look at that, I'm reminded that I'm almost done with my... Oh, I'm going to post the most recent card that I made on my Patreon page, so go check that out. It's going to be open. That post will be open to the public, but there are other posts that are open to whatever tier that you've signed up for. But I'm very excited. I only have one card left to draw, and I'll be publishing or designing or uploading all the images and designing that deck. I actually wanted to put a book with it, so I think I might do that, or might do that later and just get one edition out and then another out, a more extended edition with a book and gilding and things like that. So anyway, so grasp is our number. Oh, and the reason why 27, the last two cards I have in the Lenormand are 28 and 27 and 28. So grasp is saying fear of losing others and reaching out. That distance is growing, our words doing gymnastics to reach one another, the bonds growing rust. So we begin talking chalk, or taking chalk to the sidewalks, leading them to our doorstep, hoping they move forward toward tomorrow with us. But the last light has fallen. Wash the chalk, keep your porch light on. I know how that feels. So the grasp works along the same thread as siren, and in siren, those dearest to us attempt to hold us back in a way that they fear changing relationship as we're growing and shifting. And grasp power, we're feeling those same fears and attempt to bring them with us. This also works hand in hand with dogma. There's a reason why these cards are all close to each other in sequence too, because at the root of these cards there is fear. So with these three, we get to meet that fear in different ways. When those closest to us are on a different page, or maybe even in a different book, it can feel threatening. Humans are community creatures, and at the heart of our survival is bonding with those around us. We have survived by working together and protecting one another, and this tribal instinct has not changed, even though most of us live separate from one another. So in the moment of grasp, we reach out and see if we can bring the people we love with us. We invite them to yoga or loan them books. We ask them to come to therapy with us or give them advice based on things that have helped us. We want them to wake up, but this isn't just because we care for them. We subconsciously fear walking this path alone and losing the relationships closest to us. I remember many years ago I had a dream where I was standing with my family out in this mountainous desert landscape, and I started walking to try to find somewhere to go, but they weren't walking. I turned back to them and said, "Aren't you coming?" And they just shook their heads, telling me no, they were staying. I woke up crying, knowing that as I continued to walk, the gap would continue to grow. The language we speak and our basic understanding would widen, and that felt both frightening and sad. And years later, that is true in many ways. As I have continued to walk this path, very little of what I share is able to be received or understood by them. But I have also found that I don't need that. I'm able to connect with them more now, simply because I release the need to. I have released that, so do you feel alone in your journey? Do you wish they could join you? Grasp asks us to follow for a space to widen and trust that it is not as scary as we may believe. Yeah. In the reverse, we're locked in an internal push-pull dynamic within the same fear found in the upright message of this card. It often looks like trying to guide or help someone and wanting them to be on the same page as us. Then when they don't do what would make us feel more secure, we reject them and default to the I don't care space. Yes. And while this sounds quite callous when written out like this, it often manifests in a more subtle and subconscious ways, but it's keeping us locked into a pattern where we believe our security is found in other people. To release this, try to shift your thoughts a bit and remember that security is found within. So that makes a lot of sense. Like if you are kind of in a I don't care, you're still holding on to the painfulness of it. And it doesn't, you're not really not caring, right? You do care because that's a mask, right? So if you truly let go and just continue with what, who you are and expressing things the way you want and doing the things you want to do and hoping people, it's like if they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. And you can't really force it, right? And that's hard. That's really hard because especially if it's a person that you really, really like and you wish they were around you a lot more, but you can't change that person to be a different person or more like you. They have to be who they are. So you have to decide for yourself, what to do in that circumstance. In the artwork, you see grasp is like a thick chains being broken and falling away, which for me signifies being willing to break the old chains within our relationship dynamic to give way to new ones, right? So and I think that's a sweet message, because even if they won't follow you in your path or what you want to do or the way you want to do things, it doesn't mean that it's over or nothing can come of it. It may need to be that you totally reinvent your relationships or redefine who you are to each other, and open up lines of communication which kind of really explore where you're at, who you are to each other. So it might be important to do that. All right, so I'm going to set this up nicely for a little photograph for my thumbnail. You can watch if you want to, but I hope you guys like that. So like I said, come out later tonight to get a reading. Readings are, you know, by donation, so you can donate anything you want. Occasionally I do freebies too, so be aware if you're needing that, that might be an option for you. And I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.